What are some reasons survivors may not want to report assaults?
I think that sexual assault can have lasting psychological impact on people, so they feel uncomfortable talking about the situation, and it can bring back memories of the situation. And I think that can make it difficult for people to rehash the details.
Do you know what happens either on campus or in general after assault is reported?
No, I don't know a lot of what goes on. I know that there are programs like CAPS that you can talk to, but I don't know the extent of the details.
And what additional or different barriers do you think prisoners face in reporting instances of assault in prison?
Um, I don't know a lot about sexual assault in like prison environments, but I assume that it's more difficult given their history and just like the structure of U.S. prisons in general.
Prisoners don't have access to the social media platforms that have made so many sexual assaults a topic of conversation. What do you think we can do to make incarcerated people's stories more public and accessible?
I think that just broadcasting them um, um, outside of like the prison environment, like making it more of a like nationwide issue and sort of emphasizing the stories themselves and like focusing more on the individual person instead of like focusing on the fact that they're a prisoner would make people more inclined to listen.
How do you think the power dynamics between a prison guard and a prisoner affect their silence?
I assume that there's definitely a hierarchy of authority in prisons, and I can definitely envision that this would make it more difficult for people to speak out and to get their word out because I'm sure there's conflict behind doors.
Yeah. And finally, what do you think students and allies can do to support survivors as they remain in or exit the prison system?
I think like doing things like this, like raising awareness of the issue in general, and just like broadcasting that it's an issue in places like prison and places with less media publicity, then I think that just educating the public more can do a lot of good.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.